Hey folks, I'm just out here doing my sort of a weekly blog catch-up thing. I haven't done any writing since I've been back. It was a long trip. I drove many hours in a dark blizzard and just kind of letting my visual acuity readjust and get used to things. So I'm not going to be, I'll be out tomorrow. I'm going to get the trike out tomorrow, take some movies and get things done. And I've got some different setups going and a full tank of gas ready to go. Uh, I wanted to give an update on the Can-Am Air Force. This is the update. I am currently engaged in what is called Part 107 training. This crap weighs about 600 grams. It's about the weight of my macaw. And because of that, and if I intend to use my images in a commercial experience, and that would say YouTube, and let's say someday I'm fortunate, if I'm ever fortunate enough to get 1,000 subscribers, it becomes a problem because if I make money on the images produced by this, it's now a commercial craft. So you need Part 107. So and I know a lot of, and I've had a couple people, and I do want to thank everybody for their input on this because this is very critical. These are serious finds. When I read this on the road this week, I was like, you gotta be crapping me. I intended to take this out and kind of fly it around and get some pictures on the trip. No, 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 no. I did not take any movies. I did fly the craft, if you're watching Powers That Be. But I kept this guy on, and I've got the seal to prove it. See, the factory seal is still there, and he won't move or operate unless I remove that. So, I haven't. So I can be honest with you and tell you I've flown it inside with optical sensors to see it perform and to hear it and get a feel for it. I also shocked my remote control. So I found that basically it's this, that my droids, my androids, and the ones I have available to me, I do have some good Samsungs before the 5G craze, and actually before we moved to this valley, I had a nice Samsung 6 that I could use. But this is the problem. 64-bit machine, but it has a operating system on it. I had it set up with Android 9 a while back. It's got a 32-bit operating system, so I've got two choices. I can bomb that one and get rid of everything that I have on it because it is an old phone. It's got a lot of material, photos, things like that. You know how shit collects on a phone. Or I can reflash it to a 64-bit operating system so it will coordinate in the APK that I need to install. Or I can switch to, I just tremble to think of it, an iPhone. I had to gag a little bit there. I don't care what you say or what you think of them, you will never see me in possession of a Steve Jobs overpriced piece of crap. It's Chinese, and you're being paid American labor. He moved a company, destroyed thousands of people's lives, where they used to be manufactured on American soil using Motorola products. All that got destroyed. Lots of people lost jobs. There are several factory properties in this state alone that are still sitting empty because of Steve Jobs, and he destroyed local economies heavily in this state. Some people love him. I don't. I don't think he was a miracle. I digress. So to avoid that trap and to stick to my adherence and my personal ban of anything iPhone or with a piece of fruit on it as far as I'm concerned, I have decided to go with the smart remote from DJI. It also has some advantages because I've never interfered with wireless communications from routers or other things pinging my signal. I don't have to rely on overcrowded technology to do that. I don't have to rely on that. I will be using a higher bandwidth and frequency communication system on the smart remote. Consequently, it has more range. I can also fly around buildings, not lose signal, that kind of stuff, because I do not want to harm people as I'm doing this issue. And as far as I'm concerned, it's just like working on a car. Yeah, you can go buy Craftsman and get by just fine if you're a hobbyist. But if you're making money, you need tools at work, and you've got to be shopping Mac or Snap-on because that's where your bread and butter's at, and you need that warranty. So the Can-Am Air Force is on hold until that arrives, and the second part is I'll be doing Part 107 training. Again, as I've touched on briefly, any of the images that I were to shoot with this that I have taken or may have taken, I can't use. So there's no point, I don't even start up the camera, and I was able, with some instruction, able to do enough to fly the craft inside and just play with it. And if you want to do that, you're welcome to fly the craft all you want. Just do not take pictures. If you do take pictures, don't you dare publish them, because they'll find you. It's really eerie how quick they went. I did actually get a call from a representative that asked me about the craft that I produced, to produce a couple videos that I've already made. And I think it's because this is known about. I think it gets sent when you buy them. But I had to let them know that those were shot on a low quality Contexo craft at, I think it was 720 feet. And that craft only weighed 200 grams. And to the best of my knowledge, the law limits this requirement to 249. He said he's not going to pursue it. If those get over like 1,000 hits, he wants me to delete them. So I'm not drawing money. And he said that's just his bargain with me, and other than that, the case is closed. But that's where I learned about the $100,000 coins. And I had a nice long discussion with that gentleman. I'm really glad they contacted me, actually, before I got into this, because this could have cost me money. That's why I made this video. I'm not doing this to discourage you. I'm doing this because I'm following up on information. And I know I seem kind of disregardful to the person that brought it up about be careful with this. I listened. I did. And I'm glad I did, and I thank you, because this is something that I want to bring in. But it's just, even like commercial fishing in Alaska, there's rules, there's regulations, we have taxes. The government deserves to be paid because they provide us with services. You know, why is there so much anti-discussion about that these days? And just like this, just as opposed like that cost me a couple $100 a year, plus the insurance to be able to enjoy it, plus my license. Why wouldn't it make any difference that I have to have a license for this? You want to know how I feel about guns? I don't want to talk about it, but I think you know where I'm going. Anyway, so if you're getting into this, read the regulations. Even if you're going out with the 249 and below craft, like the Mini SC, or if you're going to be flying the cheaper Chinese brands, below weight, you better do your Part 107 training and check yourself out. And you need to be careful if you publish those images out on site, because they will contact you. I thought it was bullshit too. They call, trust me. That's all I got for today. I've got a couple more to do on a couple different items, but I'll be back. We'll be completing this. I intend to have this tested and trained and ready to go. I'm going to do some basic training with it, like in the house, no filming, when I get the smart remote in. But this will not take flight outside on its transmittable functions until I have the Part 107 in my project. Yeah, and I won't be publishing any movies out of it for sure till that happens. So I'm going to be doing some internal editing and destruction work as well, and just getting used to the craft and the art. And I have some plans for some rides out to local areas tomorrow and over the week. Got a full tank of gas, kind of on a limited budget this month, so I'm not going to be getting a lot of raw footage, but I've already started, if you've seen my Canyon Mesa videos and the ride we took out to the uranium mine. And I'm going to be also going to look for the other uranium mine that's active in the valley again. Not happy. Not real happy about being in a town close to a uranium mine. Not happy about that at all. That's all I got for today, and we'll see you with more writing and information later, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, folks. Again, for the subscribers, for the people that watch, I appreciate your support. And if you have any information, email me, or questions, email me. And I'm happy to communicate with people, but I don't do it in public forum. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.